Alexa, go to YouTube. Oh, shit. Ah, cool. That was wild. I've been looking for that. Okay, you guys. As promised. What's up, Mando? Oh, it is hot. There we go. Much better. Let me see, how many trophies does this game have? Does it have a lot? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna platinum this game. Hell no. The Xbox Showcase was today? Oh, that's right. I did watch the Doom thing. The Doom thing looked badass. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I felt like crap all day today, dude. I had the worst headache in the world. I slept pretty much all day today. So I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I've never played any of these games. I'm not really like a cowboy game kind of guy. I did like Gun back in the day on the PS2. I was a huge fan of Gun. But I'm not really into, you know, get him, Pilgrim! Hang him high! You know, I'm just. But everybody kept saying that this is a really good story, so we'll check it out. Yeah, I woke up for a little bit earlier and ate some ice cream because I was like, man, maybe I need some sugar or something. I ate a little bowl of ice cream and I saw the new Doom Dark Ages, and it looked pretty badass, dude. I may play Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know yet. I have very limited time, and between Arkham Shadow and Shadow the Erdtree and all that. What's up, Z? Well, we're about to find out. I'm gonna catch some shit for this too, but I've never played Skyrim either. I can't get into Skyrim. I don't know. I love Dark Souls, dude. Dark Souls is some of the greatest games ever made. I can't get into Skyrim. I don't know what it is. I'm doing better now, dude. I felt like shit this morning. Well, I found a place where we can get some shelter. You know. For good. It ain't far. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I just can't get into Skyrim. I don't know what it is. I've tried so many times to get into Skyrim, and I'd rather play Fallout 3. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather play Fallout 3. I'm not saying Skyrim is a bad game. It's just I just can't get into it. I don't know why. Hey, can one of you guys bring me a bottle of water?
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
I did try Baldur's Gate 3, and it's not for me either. If I'm going to play a game like Baldur's Gate 3, I'd rather play Dungeons & Dragons for real. Like I said, that's another one. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. It's just, it's not. I need interaction to stay immersed in the game world. And Baldur's Gate 3 has so little interaction or control over your character that it pulls me out of it extremely quick. Like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's not for me. It's not as interactive as it needs to be to keep my attention. You know what I mean? Some people it's perfect. But it doesn't hold my attention the way that other games do, like Final Fantasy or shit, even like Halo and stuff. Yep.
But we're gonna ride out and we're gonna find some food. Everybody?
I started this game when it first came out, but I'm really not like the Wild West. Like some dudes are all about the Wild West, you know what I mean? They love riding the old school steam engines and the charcoal trains, and you know, they love horse riding, and like I like the idea of the Wild West, like no government and you know, no taxes and all that other shit, but it's not really a time period that interests me. I love medieval shit, and like feudal Japanese shit. That's like my wheelhouse right there. Bro, I platinum Stellar Blade. What are you talking about? I just finished the platinum like a week ago.
All right. We've got some work to do.
You didn't see any of that?
So,
Stellar Blade was a fucking fantastic game, dude. I can't wait for more of that. I thought that game was beautiful and elegant.
what really went
It was a little basic in nature, but it's still a lot of fun, dude. And, you know what I mean? She wasn't too hard on the eyes either.
You need horses? Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand. I'll live. Get indoors, son. Bye. We need you strong. Okay.
See, you know what I mean? And that's understandable. That's... There's something about it that you can relate to. For me, there's not really much in this game that I can really... I mean, like, I liked movies like Back to the Future 3 and Tombstone and The Unforgiven. Like I said, I like the idea of the Wild West. I have Tales of Arise. I do need to play it. I have that. I have Scarlet Nexus. I need to play Immortals of Avium as well. I did play Liza P. I have about 140 hours on my Steam account. Liza P is probably one of my favorite games of all time. That game was fucking beautiful. I did. What?
He's the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get
Liza P is actually, I need to do a, I need to replay back through it for PlayStation.
a couple more days. We'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the other.
What's what game about? Liza P?
I can rely on to stay strong.
Hold on, because I'm a little old. So basically, it's like, okay, you know how a lot of Disney movies are based off of like really old fairy tales? Like Cinderella is actually a very grotesque and macabre story about a girl that was like beaten. You know what I mean? It's like the real version of Pinocchio. You know what I mean? Like the Brothers Grimm version of, not the Brothers Grimm. It's like the actual story of Pinocchio. And like the real crap that, it's not the Disney version. Like you tell people, oh yeah, it's about Pinocchio. And they go, oh God, you know what I mean? Because they're thinking it's the Disney version and it's not. And so it basically, it's about Geppetto, and Geppetto kind of goes mad. And he creates like all these robots and puppets and shit. And you as Pinocchio, or P, in the game, you're going around trying to figure all this stuff out. No, it's nothing like that. There is something like that in the game. You can lie or you can tell the truth. And a lot of times you have to lie to manipulate your way through situations. And people go, oh, puppets can't lie. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot like that one game, Steel Rising. It's a lot like that in nature, where they run like off atomic hearts and stuff like that. It's very similar to that. In the game, though, instead of like souls or remembrances, it's called ergo. And you collect ergo and you use it to level up, the same way you would use souls in a Souls game, right? So you basically go from area to area to figure out like what's going on, because it's not just puppets. You fight humans, you fight robots, you fight mutants, you fight puppets. You know what I mean? You fight all these different variations of enemies. And when you come across certain occasions, you can either lie or you can tell the truth. And it alters the game based off of what you did. Atomic Heart was fucking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. Atomic Heart was badass game. I love that game. Well, it's not the best description because it's been almost a year and a half since I played the game. But you basically go through, and whether you lie or tell the truth, it really determines the outcome of the game, which I thought was an extremely cool mechanic. But what I liked about Lies of P, if you compare Lies of P to, the reason why I think Lies of P is like one of the top 2 best Souls-likes of all time is because not very many Souls-likes have the enemy diversity that Lies of P does. Lies of P created so many different enemy types that it made the world feel bigger than it was. I mean, you weren't fighting just like mad puppets. Dude, you were fighting fucking robots. You were fighting like bands of humans. You were fighting other puppets. You were fighting these weird mutated creatures. So the mutants actually came from ergo poisoning. And people that consumed too much ergo or were around ergo too much ended up getting ergo poisoning, and it caused them to mutate. So there were like these areas that are quarantined off, and they're all infected with ergo. I wouldn't sleep on Lies of P. I'm telling you right now, it took me about 70 hours just to complete that game. Like, it's a lot, but you're gonna get your money's worth out of it, dude. Especially if it was free, I'd be jumping on that shit right now. Dude, the story is top-notch storytelling. I loved it. Oh, sorry, no, Mando, I tried playing Evil Within when it first came out. But horror games are another thing that really, I never really got into the horror games. Like Callisto Protocol was okay. Dead Space was a good game. I liked the Resident Evil games in VR. But that weird playing games like the Evil Within, and they're like, here's 1 bullet, and here's a half a med pack, and here's some like herbs, and now you got to navigate your way through this level. That sheer like panic that you get as a person isn't like the type of excitement that I look for when I play a game. Even in Dead Space, it kind of turned me off a little bit. But I'm just that panicky, like, fuck, I've got 1 bullet. How am I going to navigate this whole area of, like, zombies and demons and, you know what I mean? Like, I get that kind of stress from my kids, dude. I don't need that stress in a game. I did try Dead Island 2. But it was too over, like, if I was going to play a zombie game, I'd rather play, like, Dead Nation or, what's the other one? Shit. Fuck, I can't think of the name of it. Back 4 Blood. Evil West was a good game. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it was definitely fun for what it was. Actually, I think that was platinum number 37. Was Evil West. I think that was Evil West. Was platinum 37. The best horror game I ever played was here, I'll show it to you. Hold on. It was on the PS2. I have it right here. Hold on. Hold on. This right here. If you have a PS2 or you have access to a PS2 simulator, this game right here, it's called The Suffering. It does have a sequel called The Ties That Bind, but this was a very mediocre game. this game right here was probably a game that stuck out with me more than anything. This is an awesome game. Like I said, if you have access to a PS2, I would highly suggest playing this game. The graphics are going to be shit. I'm going to tell you right now. The graphics are going to be shit. But this game was amazing. This was when I got back into gaming, when I first bought my PS2. This was one of the first games I ever played. And I loved it. Dude, it is a badass game. And this game right here, it's by the same people that actually made Mortal Kombat. The original Mortal Kombat, Midway. And I would give anything to see a full-fledged remake of this game right here. Also, if you like Lies of P, if you start playing Lies of P and you decide you like it, there's another game called Thymesia. Very basic, pretty short, still a fucking fun ass game. Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell is another game that's incredibly awesome and beautiful. I didn't try Redfall, I bought it, and it's still in the plastic. Just because I don't really play too many multiplayer games. But I heard the same thing, Mando, that it was very mid. Another game that was really good, back from the PS3 days, Infamous. Infamous was an amazing game. And they had this DLC called the Festival of Blood, where it's like you became a vampire for a night. What's up, Z? Elden Ring, my first Souls game besides Dark Souls. Oh, I already know. What is Dark? Oh, Darksiders. Darksiders is another franchise that I need to play. That and Bayonetta. Yeah, I started over. I did play a little bit of it when it first came out, but I was drinking really heavy back then. I was drinking a lot. I was drinking like a gallon of whiskey a night. Elden Ring was an awesome game, Mando. If you liked it, if you liked Elden Ring or Dark Souls, I would highly recommend Demon Souls Remake. Demon Souls Remake is probably, to me, is right below Sekiro. I'm not going to sit there and say that the original Demon Souls is as good as Dark Souls or anything like that. Dude, but the Demon Souls remake for the PS5 when it first came out, the graphics were so good and the world was so beautiful that I would just sit there at the gates of Bolotharia in shock and awe at how beautiful that world was, like how good of a job Blue Point did.
Let's go, Arthur. Someone's having fun in there. You two, get yourself out of sight. One lonely man is a lot less intimidating than three nasty-looking degenerates.
Why is it?
Arthur, in that cattle shed on the left. Micah, get down behind that wagon in front. Arthur, get in position.
Why is the game audio so quiet? There we go. I mean, I hope so.
What are you doing? I said get out of sight. Arthur, take cover in that shed over there.
Go to the shed and then press R1 to take cover. Oh, right here. This isn't a shed.
Hello? Shut up, Billy. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Ah, gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
I got
That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Arthur, we got a problem.
I just hope I can at least make it exciting.
Right here.
Now, I just
Arthur,
need some
there's a
cans
body
of food
in the
or
wagon.
something.
I hear you. Just
Gentlemen,
keep your eyes on Dutch.
please.
I think you should go now, buddy.
Now, friend, I ain't asking for much.
Who am I shooting?
Please. I am kind of desperate.
Hey, I don't believe it.
Die, motherfucker, die! You're all gonna die! Woo! Suck! Who else wants some T-Bone? Come here! Fuck that. They all gonna die.
Didn't seem to be going too well.
Goddamn, O'Driscoll boys here. Why?
I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
Why can't I search these dudes? Isn't the X on the ground? Shouldn't I be able to pick stuff up?
Smells like a party in here.
Turn the place upside down.
Smells like
Grab as
bitch in
much
here.
as you can. We need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
The hell am I supposed to do?
O'Driscoll's. I don't believe it.
Hold square near items to pick them up while searching the house.
Maybe they're hiding up here too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head.
There's a big ass on Combo Driscoll here.
It's about the only thing me and Uncle Sam agree on.
Huh. Looks like the poor bastard was married too. At some point.
If we can't eat it or drink it, put it down.
We can't read it or drink it. It's fish out.
Place is dry and warm. We could maybe move the women and Jack down here.
Maybe. We'll see how they are when we get back. I don't really want us to split up.
I'm starving.
You should eat something now. Get your strength up for the ride back.
Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Yeah, that's it. Drink them peaches.
On the horses.
Take them assorted biscuits.
Grab anything you think we can use.
John Dutch outside after searching the cabin. All right, Z. Dude, Home Depot, that's like fucking... Dude, that's like grown folks' toy store right there. I'd be like, yeah, I want that Leatherman. I want that pneumatic drill. I want that Milwaukee Impact. I want that compressor. All right, man. Let's go get them Driscoll boys. All right, what are we doing?
Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Sure.
All right, Z, you have fun, all right? How do I run? Open the barn door! I just seen something running in the background. What was that?
Where's Colm O'Driscoll?
With the others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
I don't know anything else. Please. Please, spare me.
Get the hell out of here. Go. Boy.
You let him go, huh? Saw the little bastard scurrying off.
Yeah. Figured he won't get far in this anyway.
That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Tie him up over there, Arthur.
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Bro, how many people were here? This house is like a fucking clown car, dude.
them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Michael. Look at her. Miss. Are you...
Oh, you fool!
Miss. Now, it is gonna be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband,
Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here. You come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs. He was my husband.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back! How'd you get on?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there. There is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies? Get yourself to bed.
We all know what he wanted to say. The autosave slot already contains autosave. Do you want to overwrite the data in this slot with your current save?
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
He ain't been seen in 2 days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the 2 best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're all... we're pretty worried about him.
I know. The situation were reversed. He looked for me.
Thank you.
This way.
is the guy that plays this dude the same guy that plays Joel?
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently.
Ugh.
That way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river.
Hang on 1 second. Fuck, I'm bleeding.
Let's cross. See, they continue up that way.
You think it's John?
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. And suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Take it slow. Big ravine here. Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
We continue along the cliff wall here. Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too.
even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right. Damn snow's coming in hard again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast. Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
Come on, boy. Horses are getting tired.
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier. We can't follow nothing.
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Almost there, boy. Come on now.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that? John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us. Come on! Up
Fuck,
there.
another mountain lion sighting, dude. Mountain lion.
I can see the tracks here, Arthur. Hey, stay on these tracks, come on.
I don't know where that is.
Not that way. He's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead? Grab your shotgun. Come on.
Dude. I know that I have a bunch of weapons from doing online. Why can't I pick those?
Down
Like
this way.
rifles and shit that I bought. Why can't I use any of those?
You sure about this?
It's coming from this way.
Okay.
Careful here. Yeah, that we're high up here.
You're telling me.
Killing me, bro. So my daughter and I, when we went to the concert last night, man, we walked like.
Careful.
So we ended up having to park like 2 miles away because there was a gay pride event going on and like a faith festival going on. So they closed off like a huge chunk of the city for both of these events, right? So my daughter and I, all the parking garages in the area were closed. We ended up having to find a parking spot that was like 2 miles away. But because of where we were at and all the roads that were blocked off, it ended up being like 3 miles away, or like 2.5 miles, because we had to walk around. So we walked, right? And we get there. And the dude's like, hey, bro, sorry, no vape pens. And I was like, all right, fine, my bad. You know, and I asked my daughter, I was like, can you hide this in your bra? And she was like, no, my bra doesn't have metal straps in it. And I was like, shit. So we had to walk all the way back to my car, 2.5 miles. Okay. So we walk all the way back. Right. Dude, like, they let us in. Like, I gave them my vape and it was like, screw it. They let us in. Right. They checked my keys. They checked my cell phone. They checked my wallet. Okay. And, I was like, screw that, dude. These are like $50. I can't risk that. So we walk back out. We walk all the way back to my car. I put my vape pen and my vape juice away. All I have is my wallet, my keys, my phone. Wallet, keys, phone. Wallet, keys, phone. Anyway, we get all the way back. I have a little tiny ass flashlight that I've had for, like, my father-in-law got it for me. The first Christmas that, like, we really celebrated together, right? You know, this big, little tiny ass flashlight, this big. Okay. Dude was like, hey, bro, sorry, no flashlights. And I was like, what do you mean no flashlights? And he was like, you could shine it in somebody's eye. And I was like, look, bro, it doesn't even work. And I clicked it on and off. And he was like, it don't matter. And I was like, dude, please, look, we had to park 2.5 miles away. We've already walked 5 miles, dude. Or, no. Longer than that. 7 miles. We've already walked 7 miles, dude. We've been walking for an hour and a half. And he was like, no, bro, sorry. And I was like, look, dude, I'll even take the battery out because they've got those little special weird batteries, those DC-10 batteries or whatever. And I threw it in the garbage. And I was like, look, dude, please, we parked 2.5 miles away. I've got my 14-year-old daughter with me. I'm not going to do shit. And he was like, no, bro, sorry. He was like, you can go stash it in the bushes or something. And I was like, why? So a homeless person can steal my $80 flashlight? No, thank you. And I was like, dude, please, look, it doesn't even have a battery in it. And he was like, you could shine somebody in the eyes with it. And I was like, so are you going to take everybody's cell phones away too? And he was like, what you mean? And I was like, you could not only use your cell phone as a weapon, an even more damaging weapon. If I threw this and hit you in the face, I could do a lot of damage. But it's also got a flashlight on it. It's got a bright ass flashlight on it too. And I went like this and I shined it at him. I shined it and he was like, hey man, what the hell? And even the other guy was like, bro, he threw the battery away, dude. Just let him go in. Let him go in, man. Come on, dude. You've already seen him. We already let him through once, bro. And he was like, no, fuck that. He was like, take the flashlight back to your car or get rid of it. So we had to walk another 2.5 miles. Right? By then, I was like, I'm done. My feet are blistered up so bad that, okay, so my shoes literally wore down one of my toenails. And it hurts bad. And we finally get back. And the other dude was hella cool. He's a big old black dude with an eye patch on. He was like, man, I'm sorry about that, dude. He was like, I would have let you guys in. He was like, you guys should have came back through my line. You know, he's like, I already let you in with the light once. And I was like, yeah, dude. Why didn't you stick up for me then? And I was like, do you really think I'm going to do something stupid with my 14-year-old daughter? And he was like, no, but it was like, that dude's on parole and he needs his job. And I was like, man, come on, dude. And he was like, I know, man. He's like, trust me, I feel bad, dude. That was fucked up. Even like the other guy was saying that. And he was like, you guys should have came back through my line. He was like, I would have let you back through. I ain't gonna trip over no punk ass little fucking flashlight, dude. He's like, most of these cell phones got bright ass flashlights on them, dude. So, and I was like, thank you. And and the first time I had a bottle of water with me, because usually when you go to a concert or a festival, you're allowed to take in one sealed bottle of water, one like 16-ounce sealed bottle of water. So they made us throw that away, and I quote, because I could throw it and use it as a weapon. So when you walk into Golden One, the home of the Kings, they sell metal sealed bottles of water. I shit you not. They are 20-ounce metal bottles. Fucking, they're metal. Metal. Not like soda cans. They're metal. Like, I could beat you to death with it. It's like a billy club, dude. It's like thick-ass steel. And it's sealed. And I was like, they charged me $10 for that, for a bottle of water. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, you guys told me that I couldn't bring in a 16-ounce bottle of water. And they were like, yeah, because you could throw it and hit somebody with it. And I was like, but you will sell me a sealed metal bottle of water. You're not even going to take the cap from me? And she was like, no, we're not allowed to per the health and safety code. We can't open it because we could contaminate the water. And I was like, do you hear yourself right now? You just charged me $10 for a bottle of water, but wouldn't let me bring in my 16-ounce bottle of water. And she was like, man, I don't know. I don't make the rules, dude. And I was like, I know. But do you see how fucked up that is? It gets hot in this building. I know, because when my wife and I went and saw Metallica there, they actually had people walking around with thermometers handing out bottles of water because it got well above 100 degrees close to the pit. It was up like 115, 117, 119. The hottest that we saw, it was 121 because Metallica had pyrotechnics and that building doesn't ventilate heat very well. So it got fucking hot, dude. The paramedics were on point that night. And dude, it's crazy, bro. I felt like there were times in my life when I was managing the gas station that I worked at, and there would be like these single moms that come in, right? And they're drug addicts, dude. Straight up drug addicts, or you know what I mean? They're just like those welfare moms that just keep having kids so they can keep getting welfare. You know, like that type of mentality. Like these white trash, you know, just keep popping. There's Billy Bob and Billy Jean and Billy Joe, and you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. But I would still feed their kids. Even if they did come in and treat me like shit and treat me like an asshole, you know, their kids don't have anything to do with that, dude. And I would still give their kids like eggs and milk and shit like that so they could have a decent breakfast. You know what I mean? Like there's a thing about being a human and doing shit like that. Like, bro, I'm with my 14-year-old daughter. You really think I'm gonna do some sort of like fucking violent act with a little 2-inch flashlight? Like, I'm not asking you to break the rules for me. I get it, dude. They're rules, but you guys already let me in once. You saw me walk through the door. You saw me walk through and come back out with this flashlight. Like, you guys already let me in with it once.
Watch your step. It's real slippery. Stay close to the wall. Up here. Come on. Come on. That sounds closer now.
I don't know. I was starting to lose my temper, and I wanted my daughter to have a fun time. So I ended up coughing up $50 just to park my car, essentially.
Dang, it's cold.
That was, and that's the crazy part too. That
few days.
I know. Here. Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
I'm not designed for this snow.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, like the big, the huge black dude with the eye patch was fucking cool as shit. Because he could see I was starting to get fucking pissed. Like, I was genuine. And he was like, he even said, bro, I already let him through once, homie. He was like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He's like, just let the fucking white boy go through. Just let him go through. He's got his kid and shit with him. And the other guy was like, man, fucking white people think they can break the rule. Like, it just made it a whole thing about race. And I was like, bro, I'm not.
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Like,
Never thought I'd say this, but good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
I don't know, man.
You don't look so good. I don't feel too good neither.
Like, the whole situation was, it really pissed me off. Because the last time I was in prison, and for those of you that don't know, that aren't from California or you've never been in trouble, the California prison system is probably one of the most racist prison systems in the United States, in all of North America, actually. Other than like probably certain places in like Central America and Mexico and stuff where you have a lot of gang segregation and stuff, but
I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this. I'm sure you did.
there are certain politics that as a Caucasian person you have to abide by in prison, or else bad things happen. Whether you like it or not, if you don't like it, don't go to prison. That's why I don't go back anymore. Because the rules, the inmate rules are fucking stupid. But if that were really the case, if I were really that type of person, I don't know, man. It pisses me off when people say stuff like that about me. And the city that I grew up in was a huge melting pot of white, black, Punjabi. Actually, Punjabi were a huge part of the area that I lived in. Hispanic, Hmong, Korean, South American, you know what I mean? Like, none of us were really raised like that. We all, I mean, I'm not saying that there weren't racist people, but, because, I mean, there's racist people in every color. I thought we were to a point where that shit was starting to die off, dude. Like, I thought people were finally starting to wake up and go, nah, hold on a minute. That ain't, we're not falling for this bullshit anymore. I don't know.
Damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
I hope one of these days
To the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push
we can
on,
honestly get
back.
to a point where
See those buildings up ahead?
that
John?
shit's irrelevant.
That's where we camped. Nearly there. Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here?
Anyway,
Can we get some help? We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Oh, come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank
You
you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. I suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization?
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days that people will finally understand that's all
We found
bullshit
shelter and
propagated by the
rested
powers
here
that be
in
to
some
keep
old
us, the
abandoned
people,
mining
fighting
town
with each
while
other.
we
You know what I
wait
mean?
to thaw.
'Cause that's
Hardly the
all
spring
what
I
it
had
comes
been
down
home
to.
before.
You know what I mean? If we as a nation united and stopped bickering about all this dumb shit, you know what I mean? And we actually saw like how badly we were getting screwed over by the so-called people in charge. And I mean that's not being a conspiracy theorist or anything, dude. They're all
I guess.
screwing us over, dude.
You sound doubtful.
Not doubtful, just worried.
You have been shot at before.
I hate the map in this game. I really don't like it. It's just very off-putting.
Oh, you boys, because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Colm O'Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Colm O'Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for
Marlin,
business. Long ago,
1895.
they were talking about trains and detonators.
And
Colm,
government
always
4570
had
or
good information.
357.
Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
Southwest, right, Arthur? Yeah. You said follow the man. trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this store they're planning. What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them. As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
This feud between you and him needs to be put to rest, one way or another.
It will be.
Some things I can forgive, others I can't forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes,
All right.
I did.
Killed his brother,
We're
bitch.
united soon enough. That's how.
Yeah.
Damn right, boss.
I should wear my cowboy hat.
See that smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close.
Or I could do the Clint Eastwood face.
Whoa. Hold up here. Ugh.
I'm not as good as Jim Carrey, dude. That dude's like the GOAT imitator.
All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position. Just
Yeah, I
outside.
can't do that. Look.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela,
Mr.
You two
Escuela.
hold position here. Let's
When did
go.
you pronounce that? Escuela?
Get off your horse. You'll get us spotted.
Shut the fuck up. I'll kill you too. I'll kill all of you. Piece of monkey shit. Why can't I move the camera around? Oh, dude, I don't think I was supposed to fall down here. Dude, I couldn't see where I was going. The camera was stuck.
think so.
Yeah, that's him.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
No.
They leaving?
Seem to be. Should we go get him?
No. Colin can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. Come on, let's get down there. Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse. You boys be ready to pick them off from up there.
Sure thing.
Good. Come on, let's go. Seems easiest to take the same path down as Bill and Micah. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on. Oh, watch out. This bit's steep.
Yeah, I know. I already climbed up it. Because I ain't no pussy. I just jumped. I should have just ran down that camp and started firing on all of them.
Maybe I should take the lead on this. They're going to be gunning for you.
They ain't got me yet.
No, but the way our luck's been running.
Hush. Let's just get down there first. Down through these trees, quick. Stay low. Come on, follow me. Get in cover, Arthur.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. want to take the lead? Go. We don't have time to debate this.
So why'd they let you go? I wouldn't have done. Fella didn't have much choice. Was picking his teeth off the floor. And you didn't.
Okay, I'll go first.
At least the snow eased off a bit. This train can't come soon enough.
Waiting for.
What the fuck happened, dude? I was ducked down.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go.
Walked away. You sure it was Dutch's boys? Yeah.
Okay, fine. You make the move.
What the hell? How do you run? Bro, I just want to run. How do you run? You've got to be shitting me, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, shit! Look out! More of the bastards! Cowards are running away! Good work, boys! Back to the camp! We'll get what we need, clear out!
Alright. I should be able to get about 20 bucks out of this whole thing.
We don't have time to mess around. We're waiting on you, Arthur.
And you're gonna keep waiting on me too.
Arthur, get over here. Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart. Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right, man, quick! Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go!
What do we got here? Perfect. Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Looks fine. Smells good.
Come on.
Did we get everything?
Think so, boss. Found this on one of them.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. Of Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here. Proud of you boys. All of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us as hard as they like, but we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait till we have John, Matt, Charles, and Sean
right.
riding with us. And I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Cone, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
Especially when we rob this train, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know where we are. We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater. That won't happen again. All right, dig in, fellas. Let's make some ground. Hey, you see that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Cone?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. Could be useful.
Okay, you got it. your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy. Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please. Please, mister. You're hurting me.
Shut your mouth, you little shit. I will shut it for you.
Come on, just name your price. I don't know nothing real about him, honest. I don't want to die, mister.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay, okay.
That's 2 bones right there. Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
Don't hurt me, please.
Oh, don't worry. They're real nice.
Oh shit, I didn't know I could loot it.
Just isn't your day, is it?
You found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no. Now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. we get them hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed them as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
All right, guys. I need to head to bed. This is where I'm going to end this, but I'm enjoying it. So we'll be back with some more RDR2 tomorrow, and hopefully we can get done with the playthrough before Shadow of the Erdtree comes out. So with that being said, you know, I want to thank all you guys for stopping by, you know, and I just want to thank you guys, and I want you guys to know that you're appreciated. I really do thank all you guys. I really do appreciate all you guys stopping by and saying hi and all the wonderful conversation. You know, it's greatly appreciated. You guys could be literally, you could, with the internet and Google, you could be anywhere else in the world. But you chose to sit here and hang out with me and create good conversation. So you guys have no idea how greatly appreciative I am for that. So just so you guys know. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hop on out of here. And I will see you guys tomorrow with more RDR2 and a little more Shadow of the Colossus. We'll burn through some Shadow of the Colossus. And we'll start working on, we'll at least try to get a couple trophies a day until we get that game platinum. So that being